Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with any pizza purchase, or code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, or 2-liter soda. Joined by Jason Shear, I'm merely Mike Luke. Hello, Jason Shear.
Hello, Michael Luke.
How you doing?
Splendid.
All right. Yeah, I like hearing that. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. We got a lot to get to this show. I'm very upset because Cody, I'm going to need you to text me the StreamYard and everything because I got logged out of it because my University of Arizona decided to get rid of my email account. And, well, you know what? I'm not happy with them, but we shall deal with it. We shall persevere. What is that like? John Carlson said, we shall persevere? Or
yeah, I mean, clearly they don't understand your value to their whole academic department.
Right. And it annoys the heck out of me because I can't see the lives or anything either. I'm like a guest. I'm like wandering in a village right now. Okay, we got a lot to get to this show. We are going to talk about it. And by the way, Cody, when we have an ASU fanatic, can you put me on the left side, Cody? Is that possible? Makes me feel better.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so it's still a little bit better, but I'm not looking at the right thing. It's weird. Okay. Well, either way. All right. So we got a lot to get to this show. We got Josh Cox coming on at 10:15. He is an Arizona State aficionado. He is a diehard, but at the same time, though, he's also somebody that is civilized. We very much like that. And yes, I wasn't up to date on the Outlook switch. Very much annoyed me. Okay. So, all right. Now, can you, Cody, can you also send me the StreamYard logs in and all that stuff? Everybody also keep me up to date on the lives up there. I like keeping an eye on that. All right, sure. Before we get to all this, we're going to talk first about, let's talk a little bit about this Arizona ASU matchup. Is Arizona still a 1.5 point favorite? Last night they were.
They went up to 2.5. Let me look. We're live.
Yeah.
Exciting.
This is good. No, this is, I mean, when you look
1.5. 1.5.
All right, yeah, Arizona again, and we're going to talk with Josh Cox about this, but there's absolutely no excuse on either side. Sheer, this is a pick'em game. This is what we came for.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's fun. I like when both teams are good. It's rare. I mean, let's just say what it is. It's rare that when both teams are good, and it's nice. It's nice that it's going to be a competitive, meaningful game.
Yes, exactly. So Mr. Tyler Warden said, so Arizona has gone from 1.5 to 1.5 back to minus 1.5. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it is, man. All the heavy money is coming in on Arizona. I mean, and you're going to see that. I mean, the bettors, this will probably be the most bet on game of college football this season, I would assume.
I mean, all eyes
right
are on the Territorial Cup. I don't even know what other games are this week.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Okay, now, all right, well, with Arizona and with ASU first, though, let's talk about it. Arizona is ranked. We are a football school. We've been saying that from day one. A lot of people look at it and they're like, oh, you're ranked number 2 in basketball, this or that. We are a football school, Sheer, period, point blank. We always will be.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because we're just so good at everything,
Yeah.
It's like, are we a football school? Are we a basketball school? Are we a baseball school? Are we a triathlon school? Like, it gets exhausting.
Right. And I mean, and so after a while, you're just kind of like, well, I mean, is there anything we aren't good at? So, all right.
I mean, Tucson's just the college athletics capital of the world.
On a serious note, though, if I were to tell you that we're going to be ranked 25 going into the Territorial Cup, you probably would have said, Mike, you're even dumber than I thought you were.
I didn't think they'd be ranked. I actually didn't even watch the show because I was like, yeah, they're not going to get ranked. Like, why would I watch the show? And then they were ranked, and Arizona football's back. But again, like you said before, did they ever really leave?
Well, and the thing about it too is that we always take another school's best shot. So, that's something too that a lot of people don't really understand. Now, the key to this game, though, first and foremost for me is, well, let's talk on the defense, and we're going to talk about it. We're also going to talk basketball, but let's talk about let's talk about first Jeff Sims. And we're going to get into Jeff Sims more. Arizona's got to turn over Jeff Sims. Period. Point blank. They have to turn him over. Danny Gonzalez knows he has to do it, and that's where we're at.
I mean, look, if they don't turn over Jeff Sims, they probably lost the game, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, that means that he played a clean game, which is something he doesn't do. So if Jeff Sims plays a clean game, I think Arizona's in trouble. They are well aware of his turnover capabilities. It's interesting. Danny Gonzalez made it put, like, when you watch Jeff Sims throw, forget the pressure and all that. Like, it's just his throw. It looks great.
I remember when he came to Nebraska, And I remember watching him just in the spring, and I'm like, man, this guy looks like Cam Newton. He can, I mean, because his throwing motion is immaculate. I mean, it looks smooth. Everything about it looks good. And then womp, 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 womp. Yeah.
It's the other stuff he can't deal with.
Yeah. So we will yes, we will see about that. All accounts though, he's a good kid, so that is good. All right. Now, what would a win mean for Arizona in this? I mean, you think about it, Arizona would be 9-3 at that point. By the way, Jed Fish not ranked, Arizona ranked. Is that honestly joking?
It's funny.
Fantastic.
It's awesome. It's really funny. And you know it just eats at him. You know it does.
And they're going to lose by 9,000 points. They're going to lose by 9,000 points against Oregon. So that's good.
Cody, put up that graphic that I had you make.
We're also going to use that with Josh Cox, though, as well. So, yes, exactly. But go ahead.
Yeah. Just so we have because we're talking about Jeff Sims, and then we'll bring it up with Josh Cox.
Yeah, for sure.
Tail
of the tape. Yes. All right. Look at this. All right. This is going to be got a lot of guys with a lot of starting experience right here. You got a guy. Is he doing the Heisman pose, Jeff Sims, right there?
It sure as heck looks like
is that a Heisman pose?
I think he's just giving a stiff arm, but let's say it's a Heisman pose.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, that's a Heisman pose right there. I mean, it's a big guy right there. He is you look at Noah's numbers. Noah, do people nationally understand how good Noah Fafita is?
No, seriously. Not at all.
Right.
None whatsoever. No chance.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And so
hopefully he announces it on Territorial Cup national broadcast, last game of the year. All eyes in college football on Arizona.
By the way, Kyle Dodd asked if he could come on Friday. Can we do like a little bit later show on Friday? Does that work? Like noon? Does that?
We'll see.
All right. Well, I mean,
if worst comes to worst, you just go on with Kyle.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Yeah, we'll get it figured out either way.
I'm driving to Phoenix and all that.
Yeah, you're driving. Yeah, but dude, the game's not till what, 7:30?
Yeah, but you got to get there at like 4:35, and then
Well, right. If you leave by 1:30, I would assume you would have plenty of time to get there.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So the chart needs a little.
That's what my tire blew. It's currently at the tire. It just I made a turn on. I'm gonna get you going about construction and all that. I made a turn on Cortero and Thornydale, and I hear just a boom, just a massive boom.
How did it sound?
Boom.
Okay.
And I make it 20 feet, and my tire went from fully whatever to like 5, and it was done. There's a giant hole in my tire.
By the way, what is this? I don't really get some of this on this graphic right here. That's for the season.
Yeah, Mike, Cody messed up the graphic.
That graphic's terrible. Just get it off the screen. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it should be switched. Interceptions is 2 in 2025, 31 in his career.
Yeah, okay.
That number's switched up. But other than that, it's fine. It's right.
Our production value on this show isn't fantastic.
No, the current season is in the inside for each one of them.
Yeah, you messed up on interceptions.
And the career is on the outside.
So wait.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Look at interceptions. You messed it up.
No, he has 31 interceptions this year. It's okay.
Yeah. He's very accurate this season.
Yeah, it's been amazing what he's been.
The rest of it's fine. Yeah, the rest of it's fine.
The one thing I did want to.
Yep. The one that we should have put on is total fumbles. He's only lost 15, but he's got 45.
He's got 45 fumbles in his career. So that's that chart's awful. Just get it off the screen. Makes no sense.
So one thing I did want to point out that I thought was very interesting was Noah's rushing yards. Those numbers are accurate. He has more rushing yards this year than his career because his first year he had like negative 45 rushing yards on the season.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but no, he has 45 fumbles, and it's a pretty remarkable stat. Yes. Okay. All right. Get this off the screen. This thing is terrible. Okay. Now, we got, like I said, we got Josh Cox coming on here in a minute. All right. Now, the wide receivers, though, in my opinion, Arizona's got to be able to score. Arizona's got to be able to score the football in this game. There was something about, I think with Arizona State, the thing that's also interesting is that they returned 10 out of 11 guys on their defense. I know that their defense has been banged up a little bit, but at the same time, I thought it would be a better defense than it's been this year.
I mean, it's pretty damn good, Mike.
I mean,
it's not bad. It's like get after the quarterback.
Well, right. I thought it was going to be a dominant defense. Like I guess that's the way that I would put it.
Yeah. I mean, they lost some players.
Did they return 10 of 11 starters?
No, they lost some players to injury.
Yeah, Alford. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, they lost Alford. They've been banged up a little bit. I don't know. I still think they're a really good defense. Abney's really good.
Mhm.
Probably one of the best corners they'll face all year.
Keyshawn Elliott's really good. The line's good. Yeah, they got
Wadley
good
is
players.
good. Yeah, they're good. The defense is fine.
Yeah. All right. I'm just saying, settle down there, man.
You're supposed to build up the opponent the week of the matchup,
All right,
not knock them down.
we're going to do a lot of building up here. Yeah. And by the way, I can't see anything in the background, so just let Josh Cox on whenever he's there. I can't see anything, anyways. So, all right, let's get a couple reads.
Embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it's Josh Cox. Hello, Josh Cox.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not bad. I like that. Show us your background first, man. Let's see what you're repping.
Flag. Some hats.
Keep going. Keep going.
No pity for the kitty shirt. Billboard shirt. Gotta love it, right?
Wow, that's very impressive. I like it. All right, Josh Cox. Before we get started, tell people who you are besides your name, Josh Cox 77.
Yeah, I'm just a local ASU fan up here in Glendale, Arizona. Been an ASU fan since I was about 10. So I'm 48 now, so it's been a while.
Right. Okay. All right. Now, this game. Just tell me right now, and Sheer and I will go back and forth. By the way, it annoys the heck out of you how I wear my hat. Tell the people out there what annoys me most. What annoys you most about me, Josh Cox?
Oh, it's, the way you wear your hat isn't that big of a deal. It's all in good fun. Even though, I mean, you look like a 10-year-old, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, maybe that's the look I'm going for. I don't know. All right. I'm saying this right now. No excuses in this game. And I put it out there on Twitter. And listen, you guys are at home. You've got an NFL QB. Again, you're at home. You got a lot to play for still. Arizona doesn't have as much to play for going on the road. I say that there is no excuses to be made either way, Josh Cox.
Oh, I agree. I know a lot of ASU fans want to focus on injuries and stuff like that, but everybody has injuries. Yeah, we've probably had more than some teams, but we've still been winning. So if you've still been winning, you can't use it as an excuse.
Sure.
Mike and I were just debating about the defense. How do you think ASU's defense has looked this season?
I think they've been pretty good. I mean, they've been susceptible to the big play here and there, obviously against Mississippi State. If Alford gets home, that he got tripped up on his way to the quarterback. But the back end just, they just couldn't keep it. And then last week against West Virginia, we saw, or no, it's not West Virginia, Colorado. We've seen some big plays. So I mean, we're susceptible to the big play, but overall, I think we've been pretty good.
All right, now let's talk offense here. Jeff Sims. Now, we're big fans of Dilly on this show. I get beat up a lot for liking Dilly. I think Dilly's awesome. Obviously, I hope he loses these games. But Dilly's done a good job winning games with Jeff Sims. What have you seen from NFL quarterback Jeff Sims that Arizona fans should know that maybe we just aren't looking at the stat sheet right, Josh Cox?
I mean, I think obviously the big issue with him are the turnovers. So he's got to hold on to the ball, but he's a pretty dynamic runner. I know a lot of people on Twitter, ASU fans, have said he's kind of a dollar store Khalil Tate. Obviously he's going to turn the ball over more, but similar style, I suppose. I don't think he's a great passer, but I think they've done a pretty good job to put him in situations for him to be successful. I thought last week they didn't run him as much as far as like designed QB runs, but I think that was more just wanting to protect him, because it wasn't going to be hard to run against Colorado. So
right now, Sheer, what do you got?
Do ASU fans like when our guy Dilly like to start the week? He's like, "Oh, I'm so glad Arizona's good. Let's all love each other," and stuff like that. And
I mean, I think he's just trying to keep from having any, I think billboard material is overrated, but at the same time, there's no sense in putting stuff out there that's going to rile players up or anything like that. So, I mean, that's just who he is. He's always going to speak pretty positively publicly. I'm sure in private, I know that the twist the knife comment that he made last year, he had said, he was kind of wishing that hadn't gotten out, but that's just who he is publicly. He's always going to be very complimentary of his opponent. and with NFL QB Jeff Sims, that's right, Sunday quarterback, right?
I mean,
Look,
hey, let me ask you this. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this, Josh Cox. You know a lot more about this than me. You're clearly a smart person. Does he really believe this when he says that he's an NFL quarterback?
I mean, I think what does that mean, right? Does that mean he'll get a free agent deal? What is that? I mean, does he think he'll throw passes on Sunday? I doubt it, but I mean, he's got to talk up his guys. Listen, I think he'll throw as many NFL passes as U of A has Rose Bowl appearances.
Oh,
Oh,
the
hey,
shot
okay.
fired. The first shot fired. That's why we like.
Jeez.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. Man, just take us out at the knees before we even start the picks. Yeah. All right, let's talk about it then. Arizona football. Now, you were talking about how I was basically calling for Brennan to get ousted, or even earlier in the season.
I mean, you didn't necessarily come out and say that, but I mean, you were pretty negative about him on Twitter.
All right, I got to be clear about something. Unless somebody is like an alcoholic, like Kevin Sumlin, or they literally are not. Oh gosh, what a flex that cup is! Right? Is there even anything in that cup?
What's that?
Is there anything in that cup, or did you just put it in
Water.
there and pretend it? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, good. All right. Now, I'm going to say this though about. Where were we just talking about? I'm all over the place right now.
You wanting Brent Brennan fired?
Oh, I will never call for anybody to be fired because I think that's well beyond, unless somebody's like an alcoholic or they're doing a bunch of stuff they shouldn't do. Brennan's a good dude, but I've been very critical of Brent Brennan, much to the consternation of some people in the program, and rightfully so. But this team's been way better than I could have ever imagined. And they're legitimately, I know we talk about the schedule, this or that, but Josh Cox, this team is legitimately good. And I think how good, who knows? It's relative. But I think the city is still trying to wrap its head around it here a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think they're better than I thought they would be. I did say from the beginning I thought they'd be bowl eligible this year. So I thought 6-7 wins was not too far the realm of possibility. Babers was pretty terrible last year. Basically got the job taken from him, pretty quickly. So I mean, I knew Fafita was, a better quarterback than what he showed last year. He may not be an NFL starter down the road, but he's a good college quarterback, and I knew that you get somebody in there that can be competent at the play calling spot. I knew they'd be better for sure.
Sure.
What from an ASU perspective, what concerns you with Arizona?
Obviously, the offensive firepower. I would feel better, I think, if we were a little healthier. Again, it's not an excuse, but our back end has seen some injuries. Our all conference safety's been out all year. Boogie Wilson's been pretty admirable in the spot, taking over for him, but he's had some issues in coverage at times. Miles Rouser, our other safety, excellent in the run defense. Not a great guy in coverage, but our back end is good. They're probably not as healthy as we'd like to see. So obviously the passing game is something that concerns me.
All right, now a co-host on the show, Ben One White, he's been telling us all season about the back end of the defense and about how he thinks it's vulnerable because of some of the injuries and whatnot. Talk a little bit more and expand a little bit more about kind of the back end and how Arizona could hopefully attack it.
Well, I think the biggest issue is a lot of the angles that they take. So you can see a lot of the plays that we've been exposed. Guys either biting on things that they need to be a little bit more sound on. But some of the angles, like if you get somebody in space against Colorado, last week took one pretty
Right.
deep. And it all comes down to just assignment soundness and being where they should be. I think that's where they're the most vulnerable. Our corners, Abney's amazing. He's
Right.
He's a great corner. He'll be all conference this year. Robinson is I'd say above average, if not great. But our Bimage was, is a redshirt freshman this year. He's going to be out, so that's we got to go a little bit deeper into our depth at corner. But we got a lot of talent there. It's just whether or not they can step up, we'll see.
Pass rush. Talk to me about it. Where are we at? Because Arizona's offensive line has been better than we thought, but we're a little banged up there as well. Tell us about the pass rush.
So the pass rush is Keyshawn Elliott's the linebacker. He leads the team. I think he's got like 7-8 sacks, something like that. So he'll get home a lot. They don't blitz a ton. They blitz some, but it's not like you're not going to see like Todd Graham like sending 7 guys to the quarterback, right? They'll send an extra guy or 2 here and there. Our guys get home, much better than they have in the past. We don't have a lot of big sack guys, but we got 3 or 4 guys with 3 or 4 or 5 sacks. They do a pretty good job. Watley's done a pretty good job the last few weeks coming on strong. Clayton Smith's been, Clayton Smith's a very sound defensive player. I think I was expecting him to be a little bit more dynamic as a pass rusher when he came in. He's been good. He hasn't been great. But Dorba's pretty good. They're pretty good in the run. They don't over pursue very often. They're pretty good run defenders as well.
Sure.
What do you think about there's a lot of how's ASU's run game going to be, when Cam is gone and all that? How do you think it's done this season specifically? I know Ralik's looked great as of late.
Yeah. So, I mean, Ralik Brown's that guy that, he can spring something for 80 yards as you saw last week. I think the biggest, difference we've seen, I mean, obviously Cam Scadaboo was awesome. But in the red zone, I think is where it's kind of been an issue for us. Whereas, last year, if we needed, 4 or 5 yards, it was almost a guarantee. It was like, especially at the end of the year, once Levitt really, started getting into, his comfort zone, the offense was clicking really well. So, I mean, Ralik Brown's a great college back. He's a guy that can, spring it, but he's also a guy that, he could go, 3 or 4 runs in a row where he doesn't get more than 2 yards and then he hits one for 25, right? And whereas, Scadaboo was getting you 4 or 5 yards pretty much every time he touched the ball.
All right, bigger fish. How do we get Dilly out of ASU though? Get him somewhere else. How do we get him out of the state? Can we get him with the how about the car? I know he's probably not leaving for another college. Can we get him with the Cardinals? How do we get him out of here?
And I'll be honest with you, and I'm one of the ASU folks that thinks he's literally here for the long haul. But I do think if he ever was to leave, I think it would be for an NFL job.
Yeah. All right. So we need to get him an NFL job here. Can we get rid of Gannon and hire Dilly?
I don't know if Bidwell is. I think he might be too cheap to be paying two former head coaches right now.
All right, now let's talk a little bit of how do you see this game unfolding, Josh Cox? You told me that you think that Arizona is probably going to take control of this rivalry and the series for the next decade. What makes you have such confidence in your friends from down south?
Well, let's start off by saying I did not say that. So I think, I think if we can, put some pressure on Fafita, I know he's been pretty good against the blitz this year, but I think if we can keep him contained, and, still get that pass rush without him getting out, outside and getting on the run, I think we'll have some more success. Slowing them down. I don't know how much we can slow them down. I know Iowa State did a pretty good job at that. But I think we can establish the run. I know U of A is not the best run defense. I don't think we'll get much in the passing game. I could see,
Hold on. Stop.
No. I'm talking about ASU.
No, I'm saying no. I know you're talking about ASU.
Whoa!
An NFL quarterback with not a lot out of the passing game. Come on.
Yeah, I know. But I will say I think there could be a couple big plays.
Yeah.
And Dilly's he loves the trick play. I think we'll see some trick plays. Special teams. Fake punts, fake kicks. Who knows? So I think there'll be ways to try and capitalize, in the passing game. I just don't think obviously it's not going to be methodical picking anybody apart from Jeff Sims.
Right. Now, what's going on with Sam Levitt? Is he not a happy camper there? What's going on with Sam Levitt?
I don't know. There's a lot of rumors out there. I mean, I don't know what's true. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to comment too much on it. There's been some people that think he's, going to enter the portal. I don't know. I mean, if he did, he'd make a lot of money, but he can still make a lot of money at ASU. So I don't know.
I got to give you guys a lot of credit on something, then screw you up. I thought, and I took pride in it, that I thought we had the worst special teams in the country. I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I watched the what was the game right before at Regal, who obviously we hope everything is okay. What was that game?
I don't even remember. They all just kind of run into each other.
Houston?
The special teams were really bad.
It was Houston. Yeah, I was like, I remember calling Sheeran. I'm like, dude, we've been wrong this entire time. The worst unit does reside in Tempe. Holy moly!
Yeah, they've been really bad. I will say they were pretty good against Colorado. Having our punter back has been better. I mean, he's been battling a quad injury most of the year, and he had a pretty good game last week. The special teams were fine last week. There were no glaring issues. A lot of the problem was obviously coverage units haven't been great. The backup punter, literally, I've never seen a worse college punter. I mean, he was getting like 25, 30 yards a punt. I mean, it was like, low level high school punting. It was bad. And so, getting our starting punter back, he's not excellent at all times, but if he can get his drop on his punts down, he's got a strong enough leg. That's not the issue. He's had some issues with his drop. But our coverage units, I think, have been a little bit better. Got a good kicker. Although I will say he does struggle a little bit more from one hash over the other. Like if he's kicking across his body, he struggles a little bit more. So that's something to keep an eye on when it comes to the kicker. So we'll see.
Sure.
I have a non-football question. With the start this season, is it time to extend Bobby Hurley?
Yeah.
As Mike knows, I have not been the biggest Bobby Hurley fan. I think he probably should have been replaced 2-3 years ago. And it's not because he's been absolutely horrible. I just don't think he is better than. I don't think he can do any better than what he's shown. I know a lot of people have thought, he's early on in his career. He's early to coaching. And then, people would say, he doesn't have a lot of experience, just give him time. And it was very obvious early on. The offense always looked a little just not cohesive. Although I will say this team is obviously nowhere as talented as maybe some of his past teams, like raw talent. But I think this might be his most balanced team. He's got the best offensive playmaker he's had in Mo Odom. There's been maybe better scoring guards that he's had, but he's a distributor of the ball. We've got 3-point shooting. Masamba Diop, who's still very early in his development at center. He's been pretty good on the offensive end. He's got a pretty good handle for somebody that's 7'1". He's got a great touch around the basket. He just needs to get stronger. He gets pushed around a lot on the defensive end. Doesn't get a lot of rebounds right now. He's around 5-6 rebounds a game. I think in time, whether that's here at ASU or wherever, I think he could turn into something. But I mean, I like the team. Like, they're enjoyable to watch. I will say that they've been very enjoyable to watch. And early on, I actually thought this was an 8-win team, and they're very clearly not an 8-win team.
Yeah. Well, Dodd messaged me and he's like, I know what everybody's saying. And he goes, this team's better. He's never said, I don't know how good they're going to finish, but they're not going to finish last in the conference. I can assure you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I like that Pig Williams guy or whatever his name is.
Pig Johnson. Yeah, dude, I really like that dude. I think he needs to be a little more selfish on offense. He's a great teammate, but that guy's got an elite first step to the basket.
All right, we're going to get Josh Cox's prediction here, but Josh Cox, we're going to have you in on a couple ad reads, okay? Deal? Promise?
Okay.
It'll be good. No, and we're going to help you out here, though, as well. We're going to help you out. We got 2 ad reads here. Let's start with Baggins, Cody. All right. Josh Cox, you live in Scottsdale, right?
Glendale.
Glendale. All right. Well, there's
Yeah.
no reason you can't get to Baggins because there's 2 Baggins in Phoenix now, and there's 11 in Tucson. You can go to the one in there's one in Tempe and there's one in Scottsdale. So either one, maybe when you're going to the game. But here's what you do, Josh Cox. You use code AZ12 for 15% off, and you will get a discount, and it will say the Mike Luke discount on this. You should absolutely do this, and then you should put it out there. We'll give you a lot of credibility in the streets with your ASU friends. You should do this. So, and every sandwich comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Yummy, yummy in my tummy, right, Josh Cox?
Sounds good.
Yes, exactly. All right. Yes. Join our VIP text club for specials and deal. Baggins, check it out. Get the bag. Dennis Walsh, good in the chat. Very good job. Real timing yesterday. We appreciate that. All right. Now we got one more here for you. All right. Now, Foster Plumbing. Now, when was the last time your plumbing stopped working, Josh?
Oh, we just had our hot water heater replaced.
All right.
About 2 months ago.
Well, let me guess what. It didn't just go out. Plumbing just doesn't go out on 8 to 5, correct? It goes out at any time. This is true. All right.
It does.
24/7 service. And like I said, you look at this thing right here in this front pipe. If the front pipe isn't working, give them a call. Foster Plumbing. And it's getting really cold out now. So this is definitely the time to have maintenance done with those pipes and everything like that. Check it out. Like I said, got to make sure that front pipe is working 24/7. Gas, water, sewer repairs, you name it, they got it. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Okay. All right, Josh, give us a prediction for this game. What do you see? How do you see this one unfolding? Does Arizona extend its lead in the Territorial Cup rivalry?
I actually do have ASU winning. I know.
Did I run it by you?
I actually think we'll be able to run the ball. I think that we'll hit on a couple shot plays. Having Tyson back obviously helps. McLean picked up things in Tyson's absence quite a bit, and so that's been very helpful. Getting Mateer involved, in the second half of the season has been much better. He's a really good tight end. I actually have ASU winning 30-27.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, can I run it by you again? Maybe change your prediction?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, just want to think about it, maybe. Just,
All right. Josh Cox, we need your help on something, though. And I need you to assure it upon the eyes of your children that you will help us with this. Deal?
Let's hear it.
All right. Mark Tubbs always tweets at us. We need help. Can you please show him how to reply on Twitter to us? He tweets at us all the time, and we want to have the engagement, but he doesn't know how to reply. Can you help him, please?
I don't know what the issue is there. I saw you post it the other day, but I don't know much of the background there. I'm not going to speak ill of any of my fellow Devil fans.
No. Seriously, he just doesn't know how to reply.
So
he'll tweet at us and ask us a question.
I'm sure he does. He just doesn't.
Oh, all right. Josh, I'm going to give Josh Cox a lot of credit here. This guy gets the rivalry. It's fun.
It is.
It's a fun rivalry. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's like nationally, it's a slept on rivalry because it's not like these are top 10 programs nationally or anything, but the fan bases hate each other, though. They legitimately hate each other, but it's fun. The people that can have fun with this and realize where it is in the grand scheme of things. I will say this, though, Josh Cox, you guys will all get what are you? Yeah, stomp on my grave if Arizona wins. Okay, deal. We got it. But I'm going to.
Hey, how many fans do you guys think you got coming up?
Oh man,
7, 8,
100.
We travel, Josh Cox. We travel. Arizona.
Whoa!
You know
You guys
funny?
can't travel across town
Actually,
to go to your own stadium. What are you talking about?
You know what's funny? Honestly, I do think Arizona almost travels better than it does go watch. Like, I guarantee you, if Arizona went to a bowl game, there'd be like a good amount of fans.
But that's
like
probably because
games?
it depends on the location, right?
Yeah,
I mean, if they're going to El Paso, I mean, is that
no?
How many people are going to the Sun Bowl?
No. If it's in Vegas, I think people might
Yeah.
travel.
Oh yeah,
We'll
Vegas,
be strong in Vegas.
definitely San Diego for sure.
I
If you get to the Holiday Bowl or something like that. But I got to say, ASU's always traveled well to football games.
I got a fun stat for you that you can share on the board, okay? That you might not know
Okay.
about. Arizona now, you see that it's now Casino del Sol Stadium, correct?
I have seen that.
Okay. Arizona in land acknowledgement games is undefeated in the entirety of the college football program. in the land acknowledgement game. No, we won
Who
every
keeps track of that?
Oh, no, we've won every game by like 35 points. It's amazing how dominant we are. But now we're trying to figure out, since it's, and I say this respectfully, is every game going to be land acknowledgement then? We haven't lost. So you're lucky you're not getting the game here in Tucson, my friend, with our land acknowledgement record. But it'll change next year.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, what do you guys have returning next year?
Oh, we got Noah Fafita. He's coming back. He's good. We got almost all the running backs coming back. We lose Marty. Receivers got a lot of young guys. Line, we lose everybody. It could be an okay team. The problem is we have a gauntlet of a schedule, though, Josh Cox. A very difficult schedule, though. So, yeah. Listen, we're balling up this successful season, and we're storing it. We will not wait, and we will wait until next year to worry about that. All right. So you got 30-27 back in the A, correct?
I do. 30-27 ASU.
Oh, okay. Now, hey, we should have a bet on this. Josh Cox, on this game. I think it'd be a fun bet. Okay. If Arizona wins, you have to have a full-throated back the A video that you post on Twitter. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Or you get Sun Devil 76 to come on the show.
Deal.
That would never happen. That guy, I think, hates you guys with a passion.
That's why I think it's more likely that Josh Cox puts out a video saying back the
100%.
Yeah, that guy's not coming on. I don't really know. I don't really know him that much, but
yeah,
I know he does not like you guys at all.
Yeah, we're not for everyone. I get it.
So I have a question.
What?
What's with the people? What's with the U of A fans online? Refusing to eat their food with forks this week. Is that legitimate? Somebody was eating their food, rice with their hands.
Schrodinger's Wildcat, that account said that he wasn't going to use a fork all week.
What is that about?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Nothing personal. I'm going to eat. I have utensils for a reason. I want to be able to. I'm not eating rice with my hands.
Yeah, that's no go.
What are we, 6? I mean, Josh says I'm 10, but if you're 10, you're at least not eating rice with your hands. So
you only eat handheld food though, Mike.
Yeah, but I don't eat rice. That's why I don't eat rice.
Yeah. So for you, it's normal.
I'll take it. All right. So Josh Cox, 30-27. You're going to say back the A though. If Arizona wins, you'll put out the video, and then I will put out a video for you if ASU wins. Oh, what a weenie, Josh! You're better.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
All right.
Will you do a Green Valley ad read with static?
He doesn't know what that is, but
I don't know what that is.
He doesn't know what that is. But
okay, we'll work on it. We're gonna
work on it. All right, Josh Cox. We want to get you on again soon. You were a lot of fun, buddy. You get the rivalry. It's a lot of fun, and I'll be messaging you.
All right, man. No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Josh.
Talk to you soon. Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
See ya. All right, Josh Cox gets it. I like Josh Cox a lot. He's a voice of reason during an uncertain time. Okay. Let's get a couple reads in here, and then we're gonna get back to our. Are we doing picks? Are we doing?
You got to see my monster dog just broke through the gate. Pick her up, Bree. Let's do. You got a big dog update. You ready?
Level 76 is watching. He's going to talk about getting exterminating your dog.
Big dog update.
That dog is huge. Holy
big dog update.
Holy moly! Oh my gosh!
I keep growing.
Right. That looks like a doodle.
Yeah,
she is.
She's part doodle.
Yeah, it looks like everyone. Hey, let's see what she says to this. Welcome to the Rock.
Dude, you scared the crap out of her. Come on, Kinsey. Kinsey, you ready?
Get in there. Have her static.
Come here. Oh, she hates it.
Holy moly. Oh, yeah. She's like, get me the heck out of here, man. All right. 2 convenient locations, Tucson plus Green Valley, 50 plus locally sourced landscaping materials, serving residents and contractors. East of Benson, Sierra Vista. There's some losers that think that it's only in Green Valley. They're idiots. It's also in Tucson. Sure, we have pushed back against these people.
I beat the crap out of someone the other day.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
he came at me like that, and I said, absolutely not. And I beat him with a Green Valley decorative rock.
Remember when we were driving and we saw a rival of Green Valley decorative rock?
What I tell you?
We said, not on our watch. We're going to run you off the road.
Yeah, I said, Mike, I'm going to run this guy off the road right now.
They were very
Green Valley decorative rock for life.
They were very lucky that they turned off when they did, because this was about to get really, really hairy. No Ben won.
And Ben was screaming onto them like, turn on. I want you to turn on, you know? But I was like,
And
no, they're turning off.
And they said they turned off. That got him out of there, though. Yeah. Okay. Green Valley Decorative Rockets in Tucson. Check it out. All right. What else we got? Okay. All right. Now, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red hot beer, ice cold beer, red hot sports. We need to change.
Red hot starch, ice cold beer, red hot parking lots.
Right. Yes. Okay. Now, huge parking lot. Again, Dennis Walsh was talking about it in there. Dennis Walsh was talking in the comments that about how he's got people are asking him all the time how the jet is. That's probably because they see it parked outside of RJ's Frozen Cactus, and it's probably hanging out into Speedway. That thing's so big. It's probably got its back end into Speedway. And so either way, check it out. Home of the AZ12 watch parties, pizza, wings, taco, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. 100 craft beers plus $2 deals. Check it out. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Woohoo. All right. One more. All right. Dennis Walsh, you win. Oh my gosh. Brad Hawk. He just messaged me that too. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Green or Eris Dental. Now we got to give Dennis Walsh a lot of credit here. Sheer, he sniffed this one out from the beginning. He said this is not a sister. There's no way. I can just tell. That's all crap. And
he knew right away. We fell for it. We were bamboozled.
Yeah, Land the Man. We did not take Land the Man for trying to fool us like that, but he did. All right, now owned by local Arizona alumni, only offers necessary treatment daily, urgent care Monday through Friday, dental implants at affordable rates. Ask about the championship package, aka the Mike Luke package. All right, 1997, baby. All right, get in there and check it out. Dental implants. Okay. All right, Skier. We're going to talk basketball here in a few minutes, but let's talk about this Arizona ASU game. We were, hey, Land the Man. We do not believe you. Land the Man is in the comments saying that's leave my sister alone. We do not believe this is your sister.
Shelby knows. Shelby's the one that broke that story.
Yeah.
It was told in confidence, and Shelby said, you know what? I'm going to rat it out here. There is no confidence.
Yeah, exactly. So again, but this woman must be treated with respect from here on out. We will treat her as a pillar of the community. Is there any chance that woman's AI?
I assume she's AI. I assume everyone's AI. Everyone I meet, I assume they're AI.
I don't know. Do we know that Josh Cox is real or he's AI?
We don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, either way, I stand with Alan. Who's Alan, Rick Barrett? You stand with Lan. Lan, the man with the master plan, not Al Lan. Cody James Martin's in the comments. Or you're trying to say it. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get
Who's more likely to be AI, Josh Cox or Tim Daniel?
Tim Daniel. You know what's funny? I don't know that there's still a very sizable contingent of people that are skeptical that Tim was actually a thing. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, Mr. Tyler Warden says, guys, I'm planting my flag here. Genesis is going to return next season. I would be stunned if that occurred.
Yeah.
I would be very surprised. I'd love for you to be right, but I would be very. What's that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Now. Yeah, who knows? All right, now let's talk a little bit about this, though. Sheer, Arizona, this key to me is turning over Jeff Sims. Boom, Jeff Sims. The guy has had 45 career fumbles, like 47 career NFL or 47 career turnovers. I watched this man at Nebraska, and again, I wonder if this has ever been replicated, where he had 28 possessions and 12 turnovers, either via interception or lost fumbles. It's very impressive how he did it.
My guy, Jeff Sims. I mean, there's so many seasons that we could point to. I'm a fan of the Nebraska season was legit because he had 1 touchdown and 6 picks.
Yeah, that was awesome. And 5 lost fumbles or 6 lost fumbles.
That's a 12% interception percentage, which is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's
nuts.
That's really good. That's what Arizona needs to do. I think the thing that it also has that's also interesting about this, though, is that Jeff Sims, if you watch him, he might go like a quarter or two without an interception. And then after a while, he's like, all right, a little bit of the pressure's off. Watch this. And that's when he starts throwing it to himself, and then it becomes a fumble and it goes the other way. That fumble, yeah, by the way, Glenn is literally one of the worst people in the world. Yeah, people in the comments asking about Glenn Nagunst. Okay, so that's what but again, Arizona's got to turn him over. They've done a really good job of turning people over this year. They got to do that.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, like, if you don't turn over Jeff Sims, ASU will win that game. I'm a firm believer. Now, the thing with Arizona, my dog's choking. The thing with Arizona is that if you watch Danny Gonzalez defense, they force fumbles. Like they do it on purpose. It's the way they talk and all that. It is. They know very well that they're going to go for it. Like that they're going to try to fumble.
Yeah, and that's they got to take advantage of it. Then the thing with ASU, they turned it
back.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
I was like choking on something. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, the thing about ASU the thing about Jeff Sims, though, that you got to look at and you got to think, though, as well, is that Colorado turned him over. They just weren't able to do anything with it because Colorado sucks. And so Arizona does not suck. You got to, if you turn him over, you got to score. And here's the other thing. If Arizona gets up early, I like Arizona's chances because that means that Sims has got to throw the ball around. Now, ASU does have some concerning aspects to its team. Jordan Tyson is very, very good. I will say that when I look at Jordan Tyson, he's definitely an MNFL wide receiver. He's not T-Mac, but at the same time, he's also very, very good. Yeah, Dennis Walsh says, hey, Mike, being on by yourself, I know that. Also, Rayleigh Brown is very, very good. A lot of times guys they come from like USC. What the heck's going on in that background? What the heck? Sure, what are you doing, dude? All right, well, anyways, the Rayleigh Brown, he is very, very fast, and he looks a little bit different. When I look at Rayleigh Brown, that worries me because when he gets going, when he starts running, nobody's gonna catch him. And that's where. Also, I hope that Shear's okay. It sounds like somebody's dying in the background. Either Shear's dying or his dog's dying, or maybe he's killing his dog. I don't know. But either way, it's not good. All right. So, Shear, get back here. But that's a big part of it with Arizona. Now, I think Arizona is going to be able to run the ball. I think Arizona is going to be able to run the ball. I think I look at this team and I'm like, they're going to be able to do some stuff. Colorado was able to run the ball. Colorado was just stupid in that, you're getting down to score a touchdown or whatever. And then you're like, you know what? We're going to bring in this Mike Luke looking guy who's never carried the ball in his life before. That's the kind of stuff that you don't want to have happen. So just kind of is what it is. Now, as far as a prediction goes, I am going for a prediction here. I think I'm backing the A on this one. Everybody out there, what do you got? I'm going Arizona 33, ASU 21. I think that Arizona is going to win this game. And this is also one of those games, though, that I also feel very, very, as long as Arizona wins, that is all I care about is that Arizona wins. A win is a win is a win. What were you doing to your dog? No, you're muted now. Unmute yourself.
He's having an asthma attack.
Oh, man, it sounded like you were doing something terrible to him.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, all right. Now, as far as a prediction, Shear, what do you got for a prediction?
I like Arizona, obviously. God, he's having like a full-blown asthma attack.
Does he have asthma?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sucks.
All right. Sorry. I like Arizona 28-24. I think Arizona is better than ASU.
Yeah, I do too. And also, no excuses because, again, I get it that you're missing some players. This game is also in – it also – Dennis, that's funny. I get it that with Arizona, ASU's banged up. I get all of that stuff. They're also at home. They still have a stud quarterback. I mean, there's really no excuses in this game, Sheer, either way.
For who? For Arizona or ASU?
Neither team.
No, there's no excuses. There's just not. And I don't want to hear, like, if Arizona loses, I don't want to hear,
Right.
or whatever. And if ASU loses, they're going to turn to the Jeff Sims thing right away.
Nope.
And I'm not buying it. We're not. Yeah, do not fall for it. Don't let anyone make excuses.
All you have to do is say you have an NFL quarterback. I don't know that we have an NFL quarterback, and you lost. Deal with it. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, as good as Noah Fafita is, he's not an NFL quarterback.
Right. You've got one on the opposite end of the field that is an NFL quarterback. Now, the thing that I like about it, if ASU had another wide receiver, it would greatly worry me. They've got Jordan Tyson, who's obviously oh, by the way, we need to talk about that for a second. So Deion Sanders says that Jordan Tyson came in and apologized to him. because Jordan Tyson was at Colorado before. What would he be apologizing to him
Yeah,
for?
I don't get that. That he transferred? He's apologizing to Dion that he transferred? Like,
And
what
Deion
else would he apologize for?
And Dion literally in his first presser said, I'm bringing in Louis. I'm bringing in all of this
You literally
stuff.
basically kicked him off the team and evaled him incorrectly. And now you're really going to lie and say that he went and apologized to you? He didn't apologize to you for what? He hates you. Jordan Tyson hates Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I just don't get why. I just don't get. I don't get why. Well, Dion makes it about himself. Dion's very good about making things by himself.
He didn't trash Dion in Colorado publicly either. Then Dion made it by himself. You're right. He's like, oh, God told me I love you so much, and I want you to be a top 5 pick, and I want you to be successful so you can give me credit down the road.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, that's get out of here with all that stuff. But with Jordan Tyson, though, I think the thing that I like about that I like about ASU is that they don't really have another wide receiver that worries me. Now, that mature guy or whatever isn't bad. If he's healthy and he's playing, Benwin White has taken a real liking to him. But I still think though that it's a little.
I mean, they really have 3 threats, and keep in mind, like in the Territorial Cup, anything could happen, right? Mm-hmm. Jordan Tyson's by far their biggest threat. Right. Their second biggest threat is Mateer, the tight end. And then they have Derek Eusebio, who's probably their third outside of Malik Brown in the passing game. Yeah. So, I mean, Malik McLean has had one good game all year.
Yeah.
That was against Houston. He killed Houston, but since then he hasn't. The reality is, Mike, like, Jeff Sims is going to complete what? 12 to 15 passes?
12 to 29, something like that.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. So it's just a matter of what do those 12 look like?
Right, exactly. Now you got to turn them over, though, as well. Arizona's got to get and this is where I think Arizona having a good secondary really plays in. I will say this, though, and I was talking about this while you were whatever you were doing over there, checking out your front pipe, maybe. But I have Rayleigh Brown. I worry about Rayleigh Brown because he's very fast. Mm-hmm. And when he gets going, he is fast. He is fast. He is fast. He might be even speedy fast. That's for
he's fast and he's super twitchy. He gets the outside really well. Now, the biggest thing, and Josh Cox kind of mentioned this, in those short yardage situations, they don't have a guy. That's not Rayleigh Brown. Rayleigh Brown is dangerous he has big runs, but like when you need a couple yards, they actually struggle with that quite a bit.
Right. And I think that's something that's going to be interesting to see.
Jeff Sims only has 2 picks this year.
No, it's amazing. And how many lost fumbles does he have?
I don't know. It's not that many. His completion percentage is only 53%, though.
Yeah, it's awesome. But he's got I know in the game that when he won like the all-time National Player of the Week award, I know he had 3 picks. Yeah, that Udo guy stinks.
Udo's a bust. They thought he would be better.
Yeah, he's not good at all.
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know how many of those.
Well, he's definitely had a lot of fumbles. He fumbles before he throws. Yeah, he had at least in the last 2 games, he's had at least 3 lost fumbles. So, I mean, go out there and find it. Okay. Now, Arizona, though, dialing up the pressure, baby. That's what you got to do here. Didn't they lose like Bart Scott or whatever, their center?
He's got four fumbles and 3 of them lost this season.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, Dilly's obviously a really good coach because being able to win some games with that guy is really, really impressive. But Brad Hawk, the great Brad Hawks, puts it very well. He says Sorsby only had 2 hit picks before he played us as well.
Yeah, they put Sawyer Robertson in hell, right?
Yeah, I mean, something's got to give. This is where the hammer meets the anvil at some point. You got to now. I am curious about the special teams. Arizona goes into a game where they have the better special teams unit. Let's take advantage of it, Sheer.
Yeah, which is wild. ASU special teams are not good. Now they've played better the last few weeks, but they're not good. They're not a strength. I was laughing when Josh Cox said the field goal kicker misses from a certain hash. It's like, yeah. Well.
Oh no, we know all about that, my friend. We know all about that. Hey, I got something for you. A guy texted me this, and I think it's actually a pretty good point. He said, maybe we're at the point now where he's like, you should just have Salgado Medina kick 50-plus yarders, and then everything else just go for it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not sure that I disagree with that, to be honest with you.
He's going to have to make some kicks this weekend.
Yeah.
He's going to have to make a kick.
What is he on the season?
not as bad, believe it or not. As I mean,
No, I
not
know.
good.
I remember looking at it and thinking, man, I thought he was making like 50% of his field goals.
64%.
That's actually better than I thought it was, to be honest.
16 of 25.
I mean, it's not good, but it's
He
definitely
is 6 of 9 from 30 to 39, and 3 for 7 from 40 to 49, and 3 for 5 from 50 plus. But one of them was like that 68-yarder.
right. Yeah, that was that was awesome. Some guy in the ASU board just said, did they give you the courtesy of asking Josh Cox the questions before you go on the show? We do no show prep. So if we don't
give someone the questions, we're not like,
yeah, what is this, 48 hours or something? No, yeah, we don't do any of that. Get out of here. Get out of here with any of that stuff. Okay, now, yeah, Kobe L. Thiel says, I think it's because he misses his misses come in bunches. He'll be perfect in some games, and then yeah, I think that's a little bit fair.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Dick Wilson, does anyone who listens to this podcast think that they would ever hear Arizona has the advantage in special teams? Yeah, are we special teams you in this game?
I mean, look, I think you look to certain schools to kind of create the standard.
Right.
And right now, Arizona is the standard for special teams around the country.
I mean, it is. I mean, when teams look up, and yeah, it just is what it is.
I'm going to look at the FPI ranking. Right. For efficiency, special teams. Arizona, Mike. Let me see if I can find it here.
Are we talking red line right now?
Arizona has skyrocketed up the chain to 131.
Right. Interesting.
This is ASU's better now, actually.
ASU's better now? Oh, we spiked that football away.
According to this, probably because of the missed field goals, Arizona is now the worst Power 4 special teams in the nation.
Interesting. All right. Yeah.
This list is stupid, though. Like Michigan is 120. Here's the thing, though. Keep in mind. Arizona is surrounded by Michigan, Ohio State, and Alabama.
Send me that graphic or send me that screenshot. That's all we got to say, man. Good company to be in right here. That's all we need, my friend. Mike, are you Joseph Delgado? Mike, are you still following Prim? Yeah, I've always followed Prim. But is he crashing out about something right now?
Sure.
Yeah, but to be clear about something, people always ask me, they're like, oh, do you see my tweet or do you see this tweet? I don't scroll on Twitter generally because it bores me. I generally don't scroll on Twitter. It's not my thing. And so you're going to probably have to send me the tweet if you want me to see it. Sheer does it to me all the time. Okay. Now, as far as, let's see here. What do we got here? All right. I think Noah's going to have a really good game. I think he's going to have the good time or keep the good times rolling here. I'm back in the A on this one, man. I'm going Arizona. Like I said, I'm going Arizona 34, ASU 21.
Oh, you think it's going to be a butt kicking?
Yeah, I'm going 13 points, man.
I like it.
Ben White was telling me that he was going to be kicking butts all over the field, so I better go with that as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is a weird game. I think the only thing that would surprise me is if Arizona got blown out. I think Arizona getting blown out would surprise me. If Arizona won, the close game is what I expect. But if Arizona won by like 17, I really wouldn't be that shocked.
I'm going to say this, though. We will be the most unbearable people in the world, though, all off season, though, if Arizona beats ASU. So that will be, this is supposed to be their coronation season, all of this stuff. This would be very, very bad for the ASU community.
Really bad. The ASU communities. I'm just letting people know.
And then if we lost, we're like, all right, well, we're going to go watch the number 2 basketball team in the entire country now. And you guys can watch Pig Williams or whatever his name is. So
we'll just say, because like Arizona is a football school and we compete for championships and maybe they weren't focused because it's important, but it's not a championship.
Well, you know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like when Alabama showed up and Utah beat them in the Sugar Bowl back in like 2003 or something like that. And they're like, dude, we don't really want to be here. Our goals are
we're done.
Yeah, so that's
Brennan has a better record in the Territorial Cup than Dilly. Also a nice line.
Ooh, that is good. Dilly with a losing record in the Territorial Cup. That thing's going back.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be my coach.
Yeah, couldn't be not my coach, man. Not my coach, my friend. Okay, what did you Skier? Did you just send me this? Hold on.
Yeah, if you look at the bottom teams, it's like Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, Arizona.
Great. Maybe we want to have crappy special teams.
Maybe it's just crappy because, like, we just find a way to get the ball back,
Yeah, well, we do that very, very quickly, and we're calling for more girth. Yeah, okay. So, no, the Totri crash out would be amazing, though. Yes. All right. Now, let's get a couple reads in here. We also have a good basketball team. We need to talk about basketball as
do?
well.
What?
We have a good basketball team. Yeah.
God, imagine being a football school with a good basketball team.
Yeah, there's not many of them. I mean, we're kind of the envy of the country right now. Also, the Tucson Family Food Project. Look at these fajitas right here. We were not sure what these were for the longest time. And here, check it out. All right, 255 meal kits per week. 2026 goal, 1,000 meal kits per week. Donation made with AZ12 comment will be matched cumulative up to $10,000. All right, the Tucson Family Food Project. It is awesome. Check it out. All right, now Joseph K. Retto. Mike, great apology to Coach Brennan during the interview with the coach. Way to man up. You're the man. Oh, he's the man. I'm happy that he's good. Trust me. It's a lot easier for business if Arizona's good, because guess what? We get more super snaps then. That's what I'm looking at. Coach, I almost said to him during the interview, Coach, can you win so I can get more money, please? It's a lot of I can't.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, Coach. But yes, I need to get my light bulbs changed out in my guest room. Can you get me more money? Thank you. Okay, now Tucson Family Food Project. Check it out. Okay. Give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. Kobe L. Thiel, air conditioning, Comfort X HVAC. I would assume that Kobe is not having Thanksgiving at his house because generally you want to have circulating air with a lot of people. Yeah. Where do we think Kobe L. Thiel is spending Thanksgiving? Because probably somewhere where he's got air conditioning.
I would assume someone with a nice AC, because that's rough when you have people in your house and no AC. It bears in a little bit. Yeah, then remind me to, after this read, remind me to tell you people about the farter. That guy's awesome. But get entered into a Christmas raffle for a $100 gift card and a 6-month filter supply. Exactly. Kobe L. Thiel. Get in there. Check it out. Service and maintenance, emergency repairs, installations, replacements, indoor air quality, mini splits, ductwork. You name it, they got it. Now, all right. Now, Kobe L. Thiel says, I still don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. Oh, yikes. Oh. Kobe, you live by Shear. Go to Shears. Come over, Kobe.
Not this one today, Cody. It was Bridge Tech. We Bridge Tech. We do. That's my fault. Okay.
Don't let it happen again, please.
Yeah. Now, Dennis Walsh. This guy doesn't go to gyms with air conditionings mainly because he prefers to work out in the wild. He's a man of the outback. Ben 1. And Bridge Tech Communications promotes 100+ health entities across multiple states. BridgeTechCommunications.com. Let's see here. Now, the other thing about it is, they can help you market your gym or health wellness spa, 750% average ROI. Sure, you've always told me that you draw the line at 749% average ROI.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or nothing to me. So 750.
750 is awesome. Get in there and check it out. Don't be like Dennis Walsh working out in the outback, where you got like a kangaroo like hitting you in the head or something. Check it out, Bridge Tech Communications. And if you have a health or a wellness spa, it will be very, very good. They will help you out. Okay, check it out. Kobe, everybody, Kobe doesn't have any plans for Thanksgiving, so let's invite him into your house. Okay, now
that's not what he said. He said you don't want to know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. I don't know what I'm doing. Kobe, text us what you're doing for Thanksgiving. We want to know.
I apologize, Kobe. I thought you were saying I actually felt bad. I was going to.
We want to know.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. I guess Kobe does have plans, we think. Okay. Brian Blackmore says, Mike, random message here. We did a volunteer event recently at Children's Hospital here in LA. Your boy BBN was one of the Rams you showed up to visit. BBN is fantastic, man. BBN is still a cultural icon here in Arizona, even if he's not. Like, even if he's didn't graduate from here, we claim BBN.
He's your culture icon.
He's my BBN. He's your BBN. He's our BBN. Okay, now Arizona basketball ranked 2 in the country. I was talking about this with Brogan the other day. I think there's a pretty clear 10. I think there's a pretty clear 10 teams that are kind of, a little bit above everybody else here. But here's the teams that I kind of put in the same right now. I don't expect this to be the same, but at the same time, I'm going to say this. Here's the teams that have impressed me so far in college basketball. Arizona. Duh. You would agree with this year. They've been good.
I guess.
All right. I don't like having to say it, but Purdue.
Yeah, I mean they're good.
Right. Purdue's good. Okay.
I'm proud of you for that one.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't trust me. I definitely don't like it. Okay.
That's it. That's all you've seen this year.
No, I watched a little bit. Michigan's pretty good. I like what's funny to me about Michigan is that Illinois fans were talking about how Morez Johnson sucks, and he goes there and he's starting for a better team than Illinois, and he's actually playing well. Their front court's really good. Their back courts really don't. Their back court doesn't really do much for me, but it doesn't suck though. It's just kind of there. So that's another team that is impressive. UConn is obviously very, very good.
Yeah.
And so there's 4 teams right there. Now I'm going to name off a few more teams and let me know what you think. Okay. Kobe says, dang, I'm probably watching the Friday morning game as well as all day. Should be a good fundraiser for them. Okay. Now, here's some other teams that Michigan State appears to be good.
I guess.
They beat the crap out of Kentucky. They beat Arkansas as well. They appear to be good.
They're pretty good. They're not better. They're not top 10 to me.
You don't think they're top 10?
No, not at all.
Really?
Nope.
Really? Okay. Well,
You're missing one team that I've been very impressed by early in the season.
Who?
Gonzaga.
Oh, Gonzaga's awesome. They're going to be in my top 10. Yeah,
Gonzaga's just killing everyone, dude. Like these games aren't even close.
Can you guys give me a breakdown on why that dude's getting a 7th year?
Dude, I don't thank you. The Tyler Grant Robinson or whatever his name is, or
he almost died 1 year.
Well, dude, this is his 8th year of college basketball. Let's just say you almost died 1 year. Okay. You still don't get 7 years. I understand. You still don't get 7 years. I don't know.
I agree. It's a feel-good story, and if they didn't do it, they would have been ridiculed for it. That's the only reason they did it. There's probably not an actual eligibility reason why they did it.
I mean, when you enter college in 2017.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's stupid.
I mean, what are we doing, man? The kids like move, go somewhere else. Yeah, I don't get that. Gonzaga's really good. What's your take on Tennessee?
No, nothing for me.
Yeah.
I just don't trust their style. I don't know. I mean, I know they're good. They beat Houston. And they play Kansas today. I'm curious how that game goes. I will say this. Gillespie and Ament are awesome.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Those two guys are as good as any duo. Ament's a freak.
Yeah. I think Ament's the
after that, I don't really know.
I think Ament's the 3rd best MNBA prospect in college basketball.
Yeah, that's fine. He's killing right now. At
All
18 and 7 and 3.
Yeah. And he averages like 2.5 steals a game too. He looks like a pterodactyl. He's huge.
He is part pterodactyl.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's half furry.
And they're the last
dinosaur. All right, we got to pay homage though. By the way, how many lives do we have? Somebody, I can't, not being able to look at this is bothering me.
145 right now.
All right, 145. Thanks, Cody. Cody, what was our high? Talk to me.
Our high was 260 earlier.
260?
Yep.
Thanks, Josh Cox. All right. There was a guy that died. We don't know when he died, probably in the last like 72, 96 hours. What was his name? Like John
Alquist.
All right. I got to give this guy a lot of credit. He drove a lot of people crazy. He drove Brian Peterson up a wall. Brian Peterson would get mad at him like every single show. I did not get mad at him. The reason I like this guy is this. He was what, like 84 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I thought he was way older than that.
I thought it was 100.
Yeah, I thought it was like 112. But he's like 84 years old. And he would go into, then he would always be up in the press box. And, yes, Joseph. He would always be up in the press box, and he would loudly cheer, annoying some of the old folks, and he would fart a lot. I think it was Bandcat that
he burped a lot too.
He would burp and fart a lot, and I think it was Bandcat that had to sit next to him or something and said that it was just wretched gas the entire game, right?
Yeah.
This is what I aspire to be at some point. This guy lived life to the fullest, and he went out with a blast. That's how I want to do it, Sheer. That's how I want to do it.
That's how you should do it.
Yeah. Dude,
No
what do
one's
you think
stopping
was?
you.
What do you think was more? What do you think was? What do you think was more untraditional in the press box, though? The cheering and going like "darn" or something like that, or just the blatant flatulence.
I think the flatulence was quiet. The cheering was just full out. Like, it made you look quiet.
Yeah, the cheering, and I liked it too. And he always sat by himself in the corner as well. So
Yeah.
this guy is awesome. Hopefully, he's probably gassing up wherever he's at right now. Good stuff. Yes, yes. All right. So either way, we wish him nothing but the best. Well, he's not alive anymore. Well, we wish
Condolences to his family.
we honor your legacy and condolences to your family. How about that?
Yes, that was
I
nicely
think
done.
I think that was actually pretty good done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good save
good
on
save.
that.
Yeah,
Good save.
I'm good. Yeah. We honor your legacy and we send condolences to your family. Yes. Okay.
You're making me laugh because this is kind of morbid, but like last night, my aunt was talking to my mom,
Mhm.
and it's my dad obviously passed away, and she's like, "Happy anniversary," because it's their wedding anniversary. And I'm like, in the background, I started, I was like,
Oh God.
well, what are you doing right now?
Happy anniversay.
I was like, what are you doing right now? I had to walk out. You
No,
just reminded me of that.
that one's tough. No, that was like it's funny. Well, it wasn't funny, but I knew somebody and they got they were left a voicemail by their vet, and the vet said something. And it was like 2 days before like Thanksgiving or something. And the vet says, "Yes, your dog does have testicular cancer. Have a great Thanksgiving and have a great rest of your day." It was like, what the heck?
So, like, what are we doing?
Right. Yes. All right. Now, Shelby says, I always wondered when I was in the press box why they allowed that guy's shenanigans. That guy is royalty, Shelby. That guy gets a
Jerk.
Yeah, jerk. Come on. We gotta watch your mouth. Okay. Now, all right. Duke's another team. Duke's good. Duke's in my top 10. Would you put Duke in your top 10?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, I'd also put Houston in my top 10 as well. I think I've named pretty much 10 teams. Oh, and St. John's. St. John's.
You would have St. John's?
Oh, definitely have St. John's. Yeah.
Hmm.
By the way, you know what is the Big 12 is clearly the best. The Big 12 is clearly the best basketball conference in the country this year. We agree?
I don't even think it's close. I
It's
don't
not
even know
even
who's.
close, is
I
it?
don't even know. I honestly, I don't know who's second.
Hmm.
Who would be second? According to Ken Pond, Big 12's third.
Behind?
The SEC, and the Big 10.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. This is where Ken Pom completely loses.
But
me.
you love the Big 10 this year.
No, I don't love the Big 10.
You were like, oh, put Purdue in the top 10. Mike,
Oh.
think about it this way: Purdue, Michigan, and Michigan State were all in your top 10.
No, but that doesn't.
30 of your top 10 were Big 10 schools.
That's not going to be 30%, not 33. But also that doesn't mean though that I think they're going to do anything in the tournament. I don't.
Well, that's fair. I'm saying it's right now. Those are, and then the SEC is first because Ken Pom still likes Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, all those schools. I mean, the Big 12 is clearly the best. When ASU is just dominating its competition,
Right.
and they're the bottom of the conference,
Right.
clearly.
Now Utah
Big 12.
Utah Ski Cat says, seriously, no BYU? I only did put BYU in there just to annoy Joseph. I think BYU.
I don't think BYU should be in the top 10 right now. They've done nothing. They lost to UConn. They beat Wisconsin. They lost
by
Yeah,
2
they lost.
without their big man.
Whatever. They don't play anyone either, by the way. It's annoying.
Right. All right.
They play no one.
Who? Oh, really?
BYU schedule: Miami, Cal Baptist, Clemson, Riverside, Pacific, Abilene Christian, Eastern Washington. Get out of here with that.
This is a vintage Eastern Washington team this year. What are they? The Golden Hawks? What is
that is. They're literally the Golden Hawks.
What is he? They are? What
the
is
Golden Eagles? They're the Eagles. But let's just throw Golden in front of it.
Let's just throw Golden in there. Yes, the Golden.
Yeah.
Every mascot is the Golden. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now, any real times from no real times from Joseph. Okay, now. But Joseph's off the hook because he came to the watch party. We very much appreciate him doing that. All right. But Arizona, though, they're clearly right there. They're a team that I think it's very difficult to make the case is not one of the 2 or 3 best teams in the country. The fact that even Illinois fans are saying, we're not going to mess with.
I think the teams playing the best basketball. I'm not ranking them. Just the best basketball that I've seen are
Right.
Gonzaga, Purdue, Michigan, and Arizona.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, hey.
Michigan's wins this year. What are Michigan's wins?
San Diego State by 40 and Auburn by 50.
And how is that better than Michigan State?
Well, Michael, I don't know if you know this, but tonight, Michigan plays Gonzaga
Ooh, what time is that game? That's a tasty game.
because of the players thing. So Michigan Gonzaga tonight is going to be an awesome game.
What time is that game? Is it
I
on
have no
TV?
idea. Of course, no, Mike. It's not the number one. The number one versus two team in the country is on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any game not on TV? Texas Tech is playing right now too. I know you're pretty into that.
Yeah.
What did you ask me? There's a lot of good games. This is what I do. Michael texts me around 3 every day.
Right.
And say, Sheer, what are the good games? So I'm going to tell you right now, Mike.
Talk to me.
Texas Tech and Iowa State are playing right now.
Mhm.
Okay, you got Kansas, Tennessee at 5. You got St. John's, Auburn at 6. You got Gonzaga, Michigan at 7:30. And although it's not really a great game, Will Wade versus Sean Miller also at 7:30 in the FBI Invitational.
The FBI invitation? No way.
Well, no,
The
I'm
FBI
calling it.
Invitational has Sean. Oh no, that was going to say that's very funny. That's not the case, though. That's not the case. No, I'm just saying. I don't say these teams you're saying are better than Michigan State. They don't have anywhere near the resume, and Michigan State's beating the crap out of them. You know, one guy that we can absolutely take a victory lap on, though, is John Calipari. Remember Joseph in here saying that he's the best coach in college basketball, this or that? He's never going to do anything ever again. Like, he'll recruit well, but he's never going to do anything ever again.
No, he's played out, like his style. What were you asking me? Michigan State? The difference between Michigan? The difference is very clear, Michael.
Yeah, what do you got?
Michigan State hasn't done it. Like, they beat Kentucky. Great. Yeah. They beat Arkansas by 3. Right?
Okay.
They play Carolina tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And then Iowa and then Duke. So we're going to know a lot about them. But I think what it is, Mike, is right now for me, Michigan is just beating the crap out of teams. Like San Diego State, who beat your Oregon Ducks, like they beat them 94-54.
Right.
Like they beat Auburn 102-72. Like they are, and their defense is really good so far.
By the way, I don't get this players era championship thing because like they don't play for the championship. Isn't it just like a round robin type thing?
Yeah, it's stupid. They gotta fix the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
The tiebreaker is like point differential. They gotta fix it. Here's why it's stupid. Iowa State, who was another team that has surprised me because I think they've looked good early in the season.
They have looked good.
They beat St. John's. They beat Creighton. The point differential isn't big enough. They make no money off the tournament, and their prizes are playing Syracuse at 11 o'clock in the morning. Even though they beat St. John's, they didn't beat St. John's by enough. But then you have teams like Tennessee who get to go against high school teams like Rutgers. Like,
yeah, I don't really get it.
The way it is just doesn't make any sense.
Now, Dick Wilson, D-Will, says, not sold on Michigan. Yaxel-Landenberg will eventually be the thing about him, though, is that they have Merez Johnson and they got that.
Yeah, Yaxel's awesome. Yaxel's really, I don't think Yaxel will be exposed at all. The guy that would be exposed on that roster would be Mara.
Yeah, because they got the freak from Spain, but
I don't like their guards. I think that's an issue.
The guards are very average. That's
Arizona absolutely like. Although Michigan's front court is big enough to compete with Arizona, should they place Michigan, like Bradley versus Cadeau is a huge advantage, and Burnett just has never done anything for me. I don't like.
Yeah, but Burnett and Burries right now is a wash.
Yeah. So
what is Burnett averaging this year?
I actually think he might finally be having a good season.
I think he is having a fairly good season.
9 points.
All right, yeah. I mean, he's just, as the kids would say,
that's his career high.
As the kids would say, he's mid.
Yeah, he's just not good. Like he defends well, but he doesn't do anything.
You know what he is? He's like you're on a really good team. It's like your ideal backup swing guard.
Yes, like he would. There's a 0% chance that he would be starting on Arizona.
Oh, no, yeah, no way. Absolutely
like
not.
Ever.
Yes, absolutely not. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be fun. Also, UCLA sucks. I know that it takes away a little bit from Arizona's win. I don't care. UCLA sucks. Also,
Arizona's dropping in Ken Pom because of UCLA. They've dropped 3 spots since UCLA. Like they were 5. I know, but they're at 8 right now because UCLA sucks. UCLA dropped down to 33.
Yeah, Ken Palm's an idiot. But
It's not him. It's math.
yeah, but his math is stupid. Find a new algorithm, buddy. But Cal, real quick. Mark
You
Madsen.
love Cal, dude. You were like texting me all last night.
I'm
You're
telling
like,
you, Mark Madsen is a good coach. Mark
Yeah,
Madsen
he's
is
a
a
good
good coach. He's done a nice job at Cal. He's literally winning in a place that tries not to have athletics. That's impressive stuff, Sheer.
yeah, he's a good coach. He's not
Yeah.
bad at all.
Yeah, I would get out of here. If I was UCLA, I would hire him immediately. I think he would be. You agree he'd be an upgrade over Cronin?
Yeah, I think Cronin. We've seen this before.
Yeah. This feels like Cronin's last year, right?
Yeah, we know how this ends.
Yes. Now, did Dent just take the money and run? Maybe Dent's just not that good.
Again, it goes back to my theory.
Major-
Everyone thinks it's a guarantee that a mid-major guy is going to go up to a high major and be the same exact player with the same exact numbers. That's just not how it works.
Yeah. Now, you know one thing I got to give. Do we have any more reads, Cody?
Yeah, I think we have 2.
All right, let's get the reads in. I got to give Josh Cox some credit. But we're not going to give Andre Veras an endorsement. Sure.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even consider it. You did it.
Get the
Then it
hell
turned out to
out-
be AI.
Get the heck out of yeah, it was AI. We've anybody out there that says I did, it's AI, my friends. Yeah. Now Philip Becerra says, who will go further in the tournament? Purdue or Michigan State? I say Michigan State. I don't know. Interesting question. I'm not sure. Okay, but either way, Longview. We will highly recommend Andre Veras. If you're going through stuff and you're like, man, I don't know what to do here. My life sucks. I just want to hang out with Andre. I just want to hang out with the Mississippi Gladiator. He can get you on the right footing, though, and he can tell you how to take your money, and he can tell you how to best invest it. Again, that is not an endorsement. We need to be very clear. That is a highly recommended, a highly strong recommendation. Call 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast or Mississippi Gladiator for a complimentary initial meeting. Check it out, longviewii.com. Boom. All right, fertility time. Not just a football school. These AZ12 podcasts, like I said, you're in bound chicken. Now you think to yourself, man, it's time to start having kids. Time to get somebody excited. Get this shirt. Not just a football school. It's the AZ12 podcast. This thing is amazing. These things are going like hotcakes. These things are like Louis. Yes, this is a baby maker. Absolutely. Get this shirt right now and watch your fertility rates go through the roof. And if you don't want to, just have something, take some medication or something. I don't know. All right. But either way, AZ12 podcast, shop fourthwall.com. All right. I got to give Josh Cox a lot of credit here. You and I deal with a lot of putzes on Twitter. And I've always said this. I have no problem with burners as long as they're having, like, Wilbur's big burner is a fun burner. He's not doing anything. He's just having some fun, whatever, stuff like that. But I always, the people that always say the meanest things are always the people that will never attach their name or face to anything ever. Somebody like Josh Cox, I give a lot of credit to. He's right there. He's on message boards. He's on Twitter. You know exactly who he is. He's not hiding behind something. I give him a lot of credit for that, Sheer, because in this day and age, you'll deal with a lot of people that will never show their name or their face.
Yeah, rough day for a lot of people too, because we had a courteous conversation actually talking football when ASU fans think we just spit on each other and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be great, too, when they go in there and they're like, why didn't you threaten to strangle him or something like that? But no, it's just like I said. I mean, I give you a lot of credit. You put your face or your name next to it. It is good. I give them a lot of credit. Okay. Now, we are going to be off, but tomorrow, or the day after, though, we are going to, we're going to have 2 shows. Well, I'll have 2 shows. You'll have 1. We're going to have a morning show, and then we are going to have a Friday evening post-game show. It is going to be a lot of fun.
2 shows.
Yeah, Ben 1's going to be back in here, man. Ben 1 is, that guy got to be, yeah. That's very funny, Kobe L. All right, but everybody, go to Little Caesars as well. This is a good time. We need some real times here. $10.99 bundle. Classic pepperoni or cheese pizza. And crazy bread and 2-liter for $10.99. Code LCFREECC. We have a free crazy combo with any pizza purchase. All right. Sheer, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelly. We are recording the ASU preview tonight.
All right, do it. Yeah. Can you get a Glenn reference in there?
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right. On that note, though, we will be back with you. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. We're dressing Ted Wardo up as a turkey. And so Ted Wardo.
Oh, big Ted.
No, Ted Wardo will be, will Ben One White have his, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Ben One on that one there, Dick Wilson. But Ted Wardo will be dressed up as a turkey. So we will have a real-time turkey picture of Ted Wardo dressed up as a turkey. Turk Wardo. On that note, though, yes, for Jason Cheer. Yes. What? Turk Wardo, baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hashtag Ted Wardo is a turkey will make my life. Yeah, get in line there, buddy. You talk about another fertility and razor. Ted Wardo is a turkey, baby. All right. On that note, though, for everybody in there, have a great Thanksgiving. We very much appreciate you all. For Sheer, for myself, Cody James Martin behind the scenes. We'll be back with you Friday. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Toodles.